Happy Tuesday, December 12th, kids. We are rolling again and starting off a little late this morning, but I drove my ass off yesterday. So when you shut down late, you start a little late. So that's kind of how that goes. It's all good though, because we are heading to Holiday City, Ohio, to the Menards distribution center there. And usually the drill is, almost always the drill is, you drop your loaded in Holiday City, you pick up another loaded trailer that's going to a store location, and usually out of Holiday City, Ohio, that store location is somewhere in the general vicinity of Cincinnati, and you have to deliver that before you can get onto your next load. So, and when I do that, I always park at whatever store I'm delivering at, so it really doesn't matter as far as, you know, finding parking and all of that good stuff. Anyway, we stayed at our Petro, my favorite Petro in the world, in Rochelle last night. Thank goodness for that place. There's always parking there. Shut down at about 8:30 p.m. And yeah, we managed to eke out just a bit over 600 miles yesterday, 613 miles. So that's not a terrible day. So I will take it. And yeah, so we're heading off today. And just a little winter PSA for everybody. As I was pulling out of the Petro, I pulled right past the blue beacon that is in that Petro. And as you pull out of the Petro parking lot, you're basically crossing right in front of the exit driveway of the wash bays of the blue beacon. And as I'm just kind of slowly crawling my way out, there's a gentleman who has just gotten out of the wash, and he's parked his truck, and it's a bright, shiny red Peterbilt 579, and all shiny and clean, look beautiful. And the guy opens his door, he steps out of the truck, he steps down, shuts the door, goes to turn around, and his legs went right out from under him. Slipped right on his ass. I mean, like, almost like a cartoon fall. And thank God it didn't look like he hit his head. And he snapped back up to his feet and was laughing. But boy, that can turn really serious really quickly. So my little PSA is, especially at a blue beacon, we are now in winter. So when you pull your truck out and it's always soaking wet in that driveway as you exit, don't assume that's all just water. That is water sitting over sheer solid ice. So watch your step if you get out there. And I hope that guy is okay. But he looked like he was okay, but man, that was quite a fall. He hit hard. So anyhow, we are off and running, and looks like we are being gifted another beautiful, sunny, gorgeous, clear day, which I absolutely love. So thank goodness for that. And we're on our way. So more later. Well, so much for making great time today. On 94, we're just almost at the Indiana-Ohio border. We are, according to the GPS, about, I don't know. Well, one says 50 now. Great. Oh, that's the one with traffic. Yeah, we're supposed to be 25 minutes away from the DC at this point, and the GPS with traffic data is now showing that at 50 minutes. So clearly there's an accident up here. Yeah, fun times. Anyway, whatever it is, if it is an accident, I hope they're okay, and hopefully we can get through here at a reasonable amount of time. Oh God, I hate traffic jams. Well, unfortunately, I found out what the delay was, and approaching that last toll plaza in Indiana before crossing here, as we are now, into Ohio. And I don't know what happened, of course, but must have been either a loss of brakes or a medical emergency or falling asleep or whatever. I have no idea, but a tanker truck, and it looks like a loaded tanker truck, and any truck driver knows a loaded tanker truck is heavy, 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 heavy. Liquids are super heavy. And they slammed right into a toll lane, and the aftermath was the remnants of the tanker truck on its side, and of course the tanker trailer went right through the cab of the truck. Pretty horrendous. I had the video cameras rolling, so I have it on video, which I'm going to delete when I get home. And I will never, ever post anything like that on YouTube. There's no way in hell, because I'm quite sure that whoever was in that truck, whoever was there was unfortunately passed away in that. I can't see how they could have lived through that. It was horrendous. They had hazmat crews there, all the emergency people, all of the wreckers trying to pull the debris out of there. It looks like he may have slammed into the back of a van trailer, because at the other side of the toll plaza there was a half-destroyed dry van trailer sitting on the shoulder, not attached to a tractor. Wow. When you see something like that, boy, that is sobering. So my heart goes out to the family. Just awful. So anyway, that's one of the things that comes with trucking. Unfortunately, when you get out into the world with a truck, you are going to see stuff like that, and it rattles you. I'm not going to lie, it rattles you. It's very, very sobering, and it's just more reason to not ever race, not ever do anything stupid, and pay attention and realize just how dangerous these vehicles are that we drive on a day-to-day basis. So anyway, got to stop here and get fuel, and then we'll be off to the DC. So hopefully that's the last one like that I'm going to see for a while. Boy, that was awful. Well, good morning, everybody, and happy Wednesday, December 13th. We are getting closer and closer to that time of year, right? So, Christmas is coming rapidly. So anyway, it is, let's see, about 8 o'clock in the morning, Ohio time, where we are, 7 o'clock my time, and we are in Sharonville, Ohio, which is essentially a suburb of Cincinnati. So basically we're in Cincinnati, Ohio, and we made it to the Walmart distribution center in Holiday City, Ohio yesterday, and did a drop and hook and took a loaded trailer out of there going to this store location, and we got here just in time to be offloaded. They have an 8 p.m. cutoff, and apparently they desperately needed this inventory, and I got there at 5 minutes to 8. So yeehaw, good that worked out. Ran my little butt off. So just a tick over 500 miles yesterday, which is pretty decent considering all of the delays and having to do that drop and hook in Holiday City. The bigger Menards DCs, they always take a little bit more time as far as conventional drop and hooks that most people are used to, just because of the size of the properties. They're pretty damn big. So you drop in one spot and pick up at another, and before you know it, almost half hour to an hour is gone. But anyway, that's just the way it is, and I have no complaints, because I love dealing with Menards. I love their processes, and all their people are awesome. So, and that includes this store here in Sharonville. Very, very nice guy last night. Offloaded the trailer, and they almost always are. I can't recall ever. I think maybe once I had somebody who was kind of on a grumpy side, but even then he wasn't like a complete asshole. He was just not real friendly, you know. So, and that's okay. They don't have to be, just as long as you're not a jerk, right? So, anyhow, we are just about to take off. We are now empty. We are all pre-tripped, ready to go, and we are going to take off from here and head over to our friends at Sarah Wire in Crothersville, Indiana, which is, I don't know, maybe about 2 hours away from here. And we will get live loaded with a bunch of electrical wiring, like household electric wire, big spools of it, and we will take that to the Menards Distribution Center in Shelby, Iowa. We haven't been out to Shelby for a while, so that'll be cool. That's straight out on I-80, just a little bit shy of Omaha, so it's almost in Nebraska. So that should be a good little run. I won't make it all the way there today, of course, because it's well over 700 miles. But who knows? Let's see how far we can get. So we are going to get the heck out of here. And let's see here. I'm going to put my hazards on because this place has been a little bit busy today, as I've seen people screaming through here. I'll make sure everybody sees me. If you're in real tight quarters, I always advise putting your hazards on. It's just a little extra flashy to let the old four-wheeler car drivers know that, hey, big ass truck is maneuvering here, be careful. So I've noticed a lot on the road lately, actually, on the subject of hazard lights. I've noticed a lot that there's many situations that I'm seeing where truck drivers, should have their hazard lights on and they don't. And that's a little concerning. I don't know, maybe they stopped teaching that? Or maybe there's just a lot of really clueless drivers out on the road. I don't know what the hell it is, but if you're in a truck, hazards are important. People cannot see through your truck. And visibility is a very big deal. So anyhow, enough of my preaching. We're going to get back onto I-75, shoot that up real quick to 275, which is the Cincinnati downtown bypass. And we're going to hit over to, US 50, and take a ride through the country over to Crothersville. So more later. You know, it's a pretty great thing to have a truck that's governed at 70. And it just came in extremely handy in one of the situations that annoys and aggravates me more than just about anything else. I don't know why, but it just bugs the living crap out of me. And I think it's what I like to call the testosterone effect. It's the downfall of humanity, testosterone. It really is. It makes men basically Cro-Magnon morons that think everything is a frickin' competition or a race. So anyway, I will elaborate. I'm on a 60-mile-per-hour stretch, US 50. We're heading over to Crothersville in Indiana right now. Beautiful countryside. And I come up on a driver with rail transportation. Shout out to rail and your wonderful training. And this driver is putzing along at about 54 miles per hour. And I'm behind him, and I'm just, I'm on cruise control. It's a 60-mile-per-hour zone. People routinely do, 62, 63 through here, if not more. But, I'm kind of conservative. I don't like to go too crazy with all that, so I'm at 63 on cruise. And I keep watching myself slowing down to 53, 54. And then, the guy will hit a little downhill and not pay any attention, and all of a sudden he's doing like 68, or not even 68, 64, 65. I think they top out at 65. I think that's where they're governed. And so I'm kind of behind this guy for a long while. I'm in no hurry, right? I'm just chill. But I finally get a little bit tired of, up and down and up and down and up and down, because this guy can't regulate his speed, right? And that annoys the crap out of me after a while. So, as far as I'm concerned, I don't give a shit if I'm in front of him. If I'm behind him, I don't care. It's not a race. I just don't want to be stuck behind somebody whose speed is going up and down and up and down and up and down. It aggravates me. So I get in the left lane and I start going to pass him. And as I swing over into the left lane, he's doing like, again, 53, 54, something like that. And my cruise is set on 63. Well, I'm in the left lane, I'm coming up, and as I'm starting to approach the rear of his truck, I start seeing the gap start widening. In other words, he's speeding up. I'm like, okay, great, one of these guys. So I'm going along and I get back behind him, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe now he saw, somebody's wanting to drive a little faster consistently. Maybe he'll now watch his speed. Yeah, wrong answer. He was doing, as I pulled back behind him, he was doing 65, which is what he's governed at. So he's, basically floored it so I couldn't pass him, or that I wouldn't pass him. I could easily pass him. But again, it's not a race for me. I just don't want to go up and down in speed all the time. So now I'm behind him again. He's doing 65, and in less than a mile, he's already slowing down again. I'm like, all right, that's it. So I get in the left lane. I come up along the side of his truck, kind of midway along the side of his truck, and once again the guy's speeding up. I'm like, you know what, screw this guy. I just put my foot down, and by the time I was getting past his, my trailer was passing his cab, I was at 70. I'm empty, so I got up to speed pretty damn quick. And went by him at 70 and swung into the right lane at 70. And, he's driving a Cascadia, so I know damn well that he could see that I'm doing 70. And that's just my little message, I guess, to him, is saying, like, don't fucking try to race me, you idiot. But, I mean, what is that with guys? I never see women drivers do that, ever. I don't think I've ever experienced a woman driver do that. If they're driving a speed that's slower than you and you go to pass them, you just pass them. I've never seen a woman start doing that crap. It's only men. What is that? Is everything a race? Is everything a competition? I mean, are you that stupid? I don't know. It just annoys the crap out of me. So anyway, the main point is that it's nice to have a 70 mile per hour truck. So even when I don't want to drive 70, I'm at a very comfortable, happy cruising speed of 63, and I'm going flow of traffic, and not too fast, not too slow, just right? So, God, that annoys the crap out of me. So thank goodness M&S1 Express gives us 70 miles per hour, because it's in those situations where, boy, does that really come in handy. You can get past idiots like that and give yourself a little bit of a distance and then slow right back down again. And that idiocy and terrible driving skills, or lack of skills, I should say, is well behind in the rearview mirrors, and you can go on about your day. All right, we are approaching our friends at Sarah Wire. And obviously this is one company that is in a very festive mood. And these turns in here are horrible. They don't give a trailer enough swing. But anyway, look at all this stuff. I'd say they're pretty stoked for Christmas. What do you think? It's nice to see some companies that are in industrial areas spruce it up a little bit. Kind of cool. So anyway, we're here. Let's go figure out what we're going to do here today. Well, hey there, Peoria. What's going on? Hope you guys are doing good today. And we are into the afternoon hours. It's, I don't know, about 3:30-ish. We're back in Central Time, and just as you can see, heading over the bridge, heading just about through into Peoria. And from here we'll meander our way up towards the kind of Quad Cities area, where we'll pick up Interstate 80 and take Interstate 80 west all the way out to Shelby, Iowa. So of course we're not going to make it all the way there today. I have about 4 hours left on my 11, So that is all I have left that I can legally drive, and that's just fine. I think in another 4 hours I will be more than happy to shut down. So it's been an uneventful day, driving through just basically boring cornfields. A nice, pleasant drive, but as far as any content for video, kind of boring, just flat cornfields and bean fields and stuff. So, but I figured, well, Peoria is at least kind of cool, so let's flip on the cameras. So let's do that. And I don't know, I'm feeling a little under the weather today. I don't know. Ever since I got up, I have like this, you get that kind of like pre-cold kind of a feel. It's like you're not really like sick, but you kind of feel like off, and throat's a little bit scratchy and coughy, and just like, yeah, I kind of have that going. So hopefully my immune system is kicking into overdrive right now as we speak and kicking its ass. The little invading bastards, and hopefully I'll wake up tomorrow feeling good as new. We will see. Usually I have a pretty good immune system, so let's see if that holds true. But yeah, that's about it for now. I'm not sure if I can add much later, but we'll see. Okay, kids, you ready? I hope it comes out on video because it's awfully dark, but we're going to cross over the Mississippi River. We're on I-80 in the Quad Cities area, and we are just about to hit the bridge over the big old Mississippi River. Yeehaw! I always love this crossing. And oh, that's kind of cool with all the lights over the water. That kind of looks nice, doesn't it? Wow. Beautiful. Lights on the one side and the setting sun on the other. And the river looks nice and calm. It's like a mirror. Wow. Beautiful. Well, I hope it turns out on video because it sure looks stunning live and in person. I love those houses down there on the riverbank. Just beautiful. Kind of scary though, living that close to such a wild river as the Mississippi. But anyway, that was that. We are now in Iowa. Welcome to corn country, folks.